Today we're going to make some sanavidan, which we Bangladeshi people have for iftar every day. I've got the ingredients here. So this is kala chana, black chickpeas from the tin, which I've opened, washed and cleaned. This is coriander we're going to add before we take it out. This is green chili, ginger and garlic. We're going to make that into paste. I'm going to chop the onions. And potato, I'm going to chop it into half, boil it, and then mash it to put it into the sanavidan. This is zira, cumin powder. This is coriander powder, which is the nyagura. And then turmeric, which is haldi. So I'm going to add all these three ingredients plus the salt.
And how long does it roughly take to make this?
Roughly takes about 10-15 minutes, most 20 minutes.
And how much would you say it roughly costs with all these ingredients?
I think it depending on the portion, if you're making for 6 people or 10 people or 4 people. Say roughly about for 4 people, it should, be able to make this for about 4 to 6 pounds. So this is potato. I'm going to chop it into 4 pieces. And then obviously I'm going to boil this. Once it's boiled, I will peel. And then I'm going to use this potato for the chana. So this is green chili. So we're going to make sure it's really nicely, thinly sliced. Yeah, we've got coriander. This is garlic. I'm going to crush it like this. Usually I use garlic and ginger paste. Garlic and ginger like this. This is potato that I've boiled for sanavidan, which I'm going to put it in air fryer and leave it here for 5 minutes. The pan is hot. I'm going to add a bit of ghee, and then I'm going to add vegetable oil. So normally for myself I use half and half. Yeah. So tablespoon of ghee and a tablespoon of oil, and that would be for 8 people.
So what's going in there? Onions,
chilies, green chili.
Anything else in that mix?
At the moment, and a bit of salt. Okay. Until this is nice and soft, until it's cooked, and then I'm going to, after this half cooked, I would use the turmeric. As you can see, the onions half cooked. I'm going to be adding turmeric, okay? Now, okay, I'm not going to add too much. Just a little bit, okay, sprinkle down. So once this is a little bit more cooked, then I'm going to add the chana. Yeah? Okay, let this cook now.
So is there any other spices that go in here, or is it just the turmeric?
I'm going to add a little bit of usually I add ginger and garlic paste, but because we don't have the paste today, I'm just going to add the ginger and garlic, which is finely chopped. Yeah, and then make sure this is thoroughly cooked, and then add a little bit of jeera. Yeah, this is it.
So in terms of spices, you've only got I think 2, isn't it? Turmeric and...
I've got turmeric, cumin powder,
yeah,
ginger and garlic.
Yeah, so 2 spices then, and then the ginger and garlic also.
Yes, that's it.
And then ginger, garlic, chilies, onions,
turmeric,
and a bit of ghee,
oil,
and a bit of oil.
Yes. When you can get color now, I'm going to add here. This is Rana. No, yung pala ko ikaniyok. In Senegal, the more onions you add, the tastier it is. You see the street food in Bangladesh, they use loads of onions in the sana, so it tastes better.
And chickpeas are, as far as I'm aware, very, very healthy for you as well.
Yes, this is very, very healthy because the brown chickpea has more fiber.
Yeah.
Okay, more nutrients, protein, which is not good for stomach.
Especially when you're fasting all day.
Yeah. This is potato that I have boiled for sanabiran. So we got the potato here, which we have mashed. Not fully mashed.
Yes, but chunks there, isn't
yeah,
it?
chunks, yeah. So we're going to use this potato, which is chunk, yeah. And then you can add it to the salad, yeah. I'm going to stir this like that, yeah. Just turning over.
Just to get all that flavor in the potatoes.
Yes. Potatoes now been added. Yeah. And then I'm also going to add the coriander, which is sprinkled on top. Yeah. And then I'm going to turn over the chickpeas, potato, and coriander. Yes. The now taste. So there you go. Now the chana is ready. Yeah. So this is very, very healthy, and it's very much fulfilling, and it's healthy all round. All the ingredients here is very healthy. There you go.
Ready to serve.
Yes, ready to serve. So we're going to make some fiazi, which is very popular in Ramadan. For fiazi, I've got the red lentil, which I have soaked a couple of hours before. Once it's been soaked, I use a blender. I made that into a thick paste. Can you see like that? Yeah. Then I've added rice flour. If you add rice flour to the fiazi, what happens is it becomes quite hard and crunchy. Here I have chopped up one large potato. Then I'm going to add coriander seed. You can add as much as you want. I'm going to add the coriander. Then I'm going to add the green chili. And in fiazi, you've got to add loads of onions.
How many onions is that?
There's about 4 large onions here. The salt. You add salt according to your taste. This batch should be enough for about 8 people. I'm going to add a little bit of jeera just for a flavor. Turmeric.
Turmeric, yeah.
Yes. That's it. You can add a little bit of gram flour. That's it.
And it has to be gram flour.
Yeah, well, you can use gram flour for fiazi. You don't actually need gram flour. If you just add a bit of rice flour, that should be enough.
And how much would you say you kind of spent on ingredients? I know you didn't use all of it, but a rough amount.
£4.
£4.
£4, yeah. So if you buy, all the ingredients in bulk, use as much as you want according to how many portions you're going to make.
And you're obviously not going to use all the ingredients in one go, isn't it? So you've got it for next time.
Yes, you've got it for next time. For time being now, this is how it comes together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bismillah.
And how long will you cook it in there for? How long will you?
Until it's cooked, until it's golden brown.
Roughly how long? Like a
About
minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes?
yeah, a few minutes. Yeah, 4 or 5 minutes. And golden color.
Golden brown.
Yeah, golden brown. Yeah. Yeah.
Is there any special oil that you're using, or can it be
You
any
can
oil?
use sunflower oil. I usually use vegetable oil. Most people, I think, like to take vegetable oil, but you can use sunflower oil. Yeah, and as you can see, this actually cooks very fast as well. Yeah, you can see this is cooked now. This is another special sinirgura rice. It's called sinirgura. So this is a particular one that we use for kisuri. If you don't have this one, you can actually use khalijira. Khalijira and sinirgura is quite popular for kisuri. Yeah.
So can you not do with any other
You can do
sort
it
of
with-
rice?
Yeah, you can
But this
do
is the
it
best
with-
one.
Yeah, this is the best one for kisuri is sinirgura or khalijira. Okay,
Right.
because it has a different aroma.
So for those who don't know, what is kisuri? Could you explain it a little
Kisuri
bit?
is like a soft, savory dish that we eat when we open our fast, which is we use a lot of methi in kisuri. So we'll be using some methi and bit of salt, onion, ginger. And now I'm going to soak this rice here for about 10-15 minutes in hot water, wash it, and then boil it.
Yep.
Okay? This is the rice we've soaked and then added hot water, fenugreek seed, which is methi. You can add as much as you like. And then I'm going to add ginger, which is finely chopped, one large onion, bit of salt, tiny little bit of turmeric, just to give a bit of color. So I'm going to let this boil until it becomes thick and all the rice is cooked, and then I probably will mash it.
And how long will it take? About roughly,
I
approximately.
think I'm going to boil this for a good half an hour. I think this pot of rice would feed more than 6 people. There's less than half a kilo rice in here. This is the kisuri that we put it to boil, and this is how it will look halfway. Once it's done, halfway.
So this is halfway, isn't
Yeah.
it? Or it needs to get cooked a little bit more.
Yeah, little bit more softer. Yeah. So
It smells good, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Because of the sinigura sound, the speciality of the rice actually has a special aroma.
And did you put any oils in there or
No,
any?
not yet. I haven't put any oil, any ghee. Just before we take it out, I'm going to fry some onions in the ghee. Yeah? And then add it to the top.
Okay.
That's it. So this is the potato that we had in the air fryer. I'm going to take it out now. As you can see, the potato is not soggy anymore. They're dry. Yeah. So now I'm going to take the skin off and then crumble it like that, and then.
Okay.
735.
Give me more tissue.
It turns like this. I'm going to mash a little bit so it becomes more soft and soggy. As you can see, it's perfect now. So I'm just going to fry onions a bit 2 minutes later. So this is what the kisuri look like. Can you see?
Okay.
Yeah? Can you see what it looks like? Okay. What I'm going to do is add a little ghee to the frying pan, add the onion, stir fry it, and then put it to the kisuri. Fry the onions until it's nice and brown. I've fried the onions until it's nice and brown. You see, not too brown. What I'm going to do now is pour it into the kisuri. This is what we're going to do. Una kisuri. Yeah, that's it. That's it. The kisuri is done. So the flavor will be, different because we've added the ghee. And let it cool. It will dry up a little bit more as well. So I've added ghee into the kisuri. A bit of coriander on the top, yeah?
Mustafa, 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 Mustafa. سيد الأولين سيد الآخرين ديني يا مرنبي প্রিয় মা